1-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit, I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls because that would have been what?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5, 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There, they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get
diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because, to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
You can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who could run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round? That's what I call a steal.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of...
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And incomplete on the deep ball. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. That's caught inside the 20.
Do what we do.
And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and goal, Darnold. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. On the move to his left. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
And he rifles one incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, but it'll be 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they got a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here, the 32. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already.
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and very short, Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. He goes airborne. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
It's just a little hit for the summer. Big deal. Whoa, here I go. I'm jumping out of Brimbley. Geronimo, man, I like big wheels, 24s, and I let the paint drip like the hose. Whoa, big cars. Suicide doors, I got scores. You don't know my life is hard. Make me wake up in the morning. Chinchilla for the winter, cotton sweater clip. Queen Latifah, Rigo, living single, but I really like the club. You ain't noticed I was gone yet. Summer jets and family trips is still a bit not relax. I've been gone for a minute. Told you I'd be back, just chill for a minute. Last time I checked, you was on for a minute. Miss me with that, I'll be back in a minute. With my good vibes, man, I like good times and good. I got my recline and I'm watching CJ on the Wi-Fi. I cannot just go away. Can you bring me back to my old ways? Told my mom and dad I'm praying for some better days. On the good vibes Friday to Friday. I'm looking for a highway to get to Mondays. And I'm so up there, I might be going sideways. Kamikaze Sundays, leaning on my Mondays. Baby face like Usher, I just want it my way. Relax, I've been gone for a minute. Told you I'd be back, just chill for a minute. Last time I checked, you was on for a minute. Miss me with that, I'll be back in a minute. With my love, chilling for the summer. What's up? Rolling with the big deals, tell them boys to pull up. You are not a big deal, hate to lose my number. Miss me with that, ask me did I stutter? So what? Tell your brother, sister, cousin, mother, lover. I'm real popping up in here, and they running up in here. I ain't even from around here, man, I only roll with big deals, homie. Big deals, got a big grill. Cocky with it, fresh, gang, shoot, gang, wanna kick it, that's a soccer fitted. Bruce Willis with the senses, white tennis with a touch from Venus. I ain't never flew spirit, run it, I don't win it if I get it. Look, chill chick, I got a lot in my mind fit. Light skin and dark skin, you mess me like a sock. Coming with a banger, it ain't summer, but it's hot. I just have to drop it cause I want to start a block.
And when he has tried me, I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the Lions kicker, Austin Seibert, to do the honors, and we are underway now at Ford Field. This is Tony Pollard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play here for Dallas. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys Cowboys will get the football back. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Go off a handoff here to Swift. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. CeeDee Lamb deep for the Cowboys. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd down and goal. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the air. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. He sets to fire deep. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's going to go up top again. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
When you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 41, Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. 6-0 our score after 1. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
That's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by DeMonte Kazin.
And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott outright completes it to Jarwin. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To the air again, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Goff.
He'll get this off to Swift.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Khalif Raymond, 62 yards. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. It's certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Detroit. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Off-play action. Here's Goff. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They'll try again now on 2nd and goal, this time from a bit closer. Now Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But and
they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Here we go on 4th. Goff. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Prescott on 1st down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Prescott yet again. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A Amari Cooper, 65 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
A play fake for Swift, now Goff.
And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff.
Open man is Quintez Cephas.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Khalif Raymond.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
On play action, Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack it back right around the 30. They'll wind up losing losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline now for the PAT. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But it's football.
Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Will Harris.
It's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown there to make the grab. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception. There he goes, Amari Cooper. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 79 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. On first down, Goff. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Being chased out left. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Now a first down throw. Goff. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Pollard to return from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now Prescott. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are right back in this football game. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll make it 2nd down. Goff. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expected it.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Goff now to throw. Throw caught by Raymond. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it's Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
We're good. We're good.
On 2nd down, Swift. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Goff looking to throw. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case,
and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return will stop right around the 25. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Back to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. That clock can run awfully low. Now, obviously, no hesitation. Bring out the field goal unit. Try to win it.
And no one happier about that clock stopping than the field goal unit. Now they can take their time, get set, and try and execute what they need for the game-winning field goal.
So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And he missed it. He missed it right. It's no good. And that's going to cost him the football game. Well, Charles, coaches always talk after losses about putting that behind you and moving on. But in a case like this, when you could have won it with a chip shot field goal and you miss it, that is going to sting for a little while, isn't it?
Some are tougher to put behind you than others, right? We always talk about compartmentalizing. What is the rule? Coaches always talk about 24-hour rule after a game, and then you move on. That's tough, because that was a very makeable field goal. In fact,
I think you and I were both just shocked that he did knock it through the post, and they end up walking off the field losers.